When I say that I love the internet just some people don't love it for what it can bring, but I love it for all the funny it brings. And I first what the funny is a couple decided that they were going to offer wedding guests meals based on how expensive their gift is. And also this is our what would you do too. So if you gave a gift that was ranged up to $250, you got a choice of a roast chicken or swordfish. If it was a gift over that, you got a choice of sliced steak or poached salmon. And then anything above a thousand
Swordfish.
dollars, you got to choose between lobster plus a souvenir champagne goblet. So I guess in addition to the fact that this is an extreme case of like wedding price gouging, because I guess that's what you would call it if you're like making sure people give you upscale gifts. But would somebody really do this? Like, do you go into weddings hoping that people gonna give you? First of all, the fact that the starting price of the gift is up to $250. You tell me I can't go to five and below? Is what you told me?
I think that's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? No five and below here.
First of all, they got good towels. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So all I'm saying is that people can go get good quality gifts and have that stuff you're not even going to use. You just needed to say you got gifts on your wedding day. You're not even going to use half that stuff. So let me give you a gift card to like Ruby Tuesdays and be done with your life. But
And I done got me a good gift stool, like a good footstool for $5 at five and below. You know what I'm saying? Who don't need a good footstool?
well, you know what? I think we need to bring in our special guest to ask him his thoughts on this and would he actually do this. But without further ado, we have to bring the talented comedian and entrepreneur and CEO and boss, Jon Laster, into the building. Let's welcome him, y'all. Give it up to John. What up? How you
What's happening?
feeling?
I'm feeling really good. And can I just tell y'all, I'm 6'4" and I still need a good footstool. Everybody need a good footstool.
A footstool? What ceilings do you have that you need a footstool? Because I'm five. Look, people keep saying to me, I say I'm 5'5". They're like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. So I'm lying about my height. So there's that.
Yeah, I got high ceilings. Everybody need a good footstool.
So you would do that. So you would like have like a certain price range and based on I would think I would put people in certain sections. Like I would like VIP tickets. Like you would get like the better seats if you get good gifts and you gave like a lesser gift, you get the cheap seats. So that's what I would do at my wedding. What about you?
You know what? I wouldn't do that because first of all, no matter what wedding you go into, you lost money.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you a guest at a wedding, you already sitting there like this cost me a lot of money. So first of all, you better add that 250 onto my ticket and the
Yes.
money I'm losing at home.
Yes.
So right off the rip, we starting at some type of steak or something. 'Cause
Right. I need it right. My incentive should be based on the fact how far I travel, what I
yes,
had to pay to where to get there, and if I'm like
yes,
had a call out of work, all those elements make a
Also,
difference.
can y'all add in my plane ticket money to the
that's
money
what I'm
I spent?
saying.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
like I might
Anytime
have
you
bought
at
the
somebody,
250 ticket.
anytime you at somebody wedding, you are losing money.
The thing about it too is, y'all, whoever bought that more expensive ticket to get the better food, y'all not doing good with y'all money because y'all could buy so many lobsters and so many swordfish for that. You don't got to go to nobody wedding and get the increased gift. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the increased meal, like just save that money. Send them half of that money from home. Zoom y'all wedding. I mean, if y'all
And go to
zoomed
Red
y'all
Lobster.
wedding and had all the 500 and up purchases to send y'all the cake, y'all be balling right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it definitely weddings have been I mean, everybody loves it because it's a big party and people get to dress up and get fancy, but we all know everybody end up spending that money and be like, why? $20,000, $40,000 afterwards. So
I'm saying all that money you spend, you could have invested that money. A lot of
yeah.
parts of the country, you could have put a down payment on a house.
And that's so true. Especially now. I think they're giving away houses now at this point in certain neighborhoods. They're like, we will pay you to move here. So,
For the price of a wedding, you could buy 60 houses in Detroit.
yeah, and you're right about that. You are so right about that.
You
You
really
could
getting
buy
a
a whole neighborhood
monopoly
in
of
East
it.
St. Louis. for one wedding.
My goodness. Look at over here. She bought Baltazar for the price of her wedding.
uh,
Okay, we gotta hit you with this next what the funny too. Just to get your opinion on here because our girl John Cia is back, of
Right.
course,
The
with the
honorary
funny
guest, the
post,
host.
with the honorary, yes, the honorary poster. John, what do you think about this statement? It says women that can cook can't cook rice. You know,
that women who can cook cannot cook rice.
Cannot cook rice.
cannot cook
I
rice.
go with you tell them you say it.
Well, well,
What has been your
well,
rice
well,
experience?
well.
Your racial experience, John?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, my rice experience is Spanish women know how to cook rice.
Okay.
Spanish women can cook rice with no water. All they need is humidity. The room, the room could be humid, and they know what temperature to set the pot on. You like some good rice?
John, that's because they're born in a bed of rice. That is not fair. They have
No,
racial
I'm,
advantage.
Right. I'm about to say I'm not even bothering with that because like I say, anybody who got listen, here's the thing. Get a rice cooker. Like you have to be literally like something has to be mentally wrong with you for you not to know how to make rice and rice. Stop challenge or get the pre-boil in the bag. Like it is like methods you can do to cook rice. You don't have to challenge yourself as rice.
yeah, there's Uncle Ben's in a bag. You can just throw it in.
Yeah. Stop making rice this complicated, people. They got way more advancements in technology now that we okay on that.
And
Yeah,
thank goodness my family specializes in cooking rice because we from New Orleans, so we eat rice with every single thing. Gumbo and rice, jambalaya, right? You know what I'm saying? So the secret to rice is you just got to put it in the pot and not touch it. You got to put it on low and let it cook for the entire time. And then you will come back and you put a little bit of water up in there and then you just let it continue to cook on low and it will be just fine. But, I don't
Okay,
know.
boil it back.
Okay.
that's
Or
what we had.
toss in.
We had the Uncle Ben's that come in the bag. You drop it in the boiling water,
That's
and
it.
Uh,
you take a fork and pull it out of there. 3 minutes later.
Ain't nobody got time for ratios of like how much water versus this. No, bowl in the bag.
Yeah, keep it
Guys,
moving.
I'm feeling the racial injustice here. You know what I'm saying? When
Oh,
we
we love a
come
good
back,
rice.
we're gonna be talking about Jon Laster. We have the Black Excellence in the building, y'all.
Yes.
Sha found him last week. Well, not found him, but Sha found his app last week, and she told you about it last week. But we got him in here to tell you more about his app. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Up Late with Shindell on 108
Here
Soul.
with our special guest, Jon Laster, here to talk about his amazing app. I just downloaded during the break because I was like, wait, I gotta have the app on my phone. Duh. So tell us about this and what made you decide you needed to have an app that helps support Black businesses. Yes, Blab, but I said you can't miss it because it has a power fist on it. You will not miss that you're downloading the wrong app at
I feel
Yeah,
like it's
all.
the right fist too. Like I try to do the left fist, but it was like no, it's like the right one. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. No, you know what? First of all, watching a guy. I'm 6'4". George Floyd was 6'4". We the same height, same weight, same skin color. You watching yourself be killed in front of people.
Yeah.
Uh, and I've always believed that a big part of the problem in the Black community is financial. It's an economic situation. That's why they
Yeah.
killed Martin Luther King. It wasn't when he was saying, "Hey, let's march out here in the street and turn the other cheek." It's when he started talking about economics. That's
Mm-hmm.
when they shot him. That's when they shot Malcolm. The bus boycotts didn't end because they was like, "Hey, let's treat Black people a little better." We
Yeah.
understand they was losing money.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
were walking.
Oftentimes situations are about money. 40% of Black businesses went under during the pandemic. So I was out there marching, and it kind of hit me that my contribution to the Black Lives Matter movement needed to be something that would be a lot more lasting than
Mm-hmm.
shining the
mm,
spotlight on something. Then everybody's gonna go home, and we're gonna be back to square one.
mm.
It's so
Um,
great that you're doing that. Yeah. So when
yeah.
you in terms of like creating it as an app, and I see that their business is on there. If I'm a business owner and I want to like get my business on there, like how do I get myself highlighted on your app?
The easiest way to get to for us to pick you up is to on Google identify yourself as Black owned.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, so that's the
mm.
easiest way for us to pick you up because once you are in that Google API identifying as Black owned, it'll be a trillion times easier for us to find you.
Mm.
And
You,
then we're gonna be. Go ahead, Del.
no, I was just looking like at the app because I had downloaded it when we had covered it last week. Shaw had brought it last week to the show, and I downloaded it, and it just feels like I don't know why this term is coming to mind, but it feels like a dating app for business. Like it's so
Mm.
vibrant and you know what I mean? Like you know how like when you go on these like I've gone on apps that were
Tell
geared
us, Dale,
towards
how
black
does that work?
business. I've gone on apps that was like geared to like black businesses before, and it just seems like I was going on to a website on my phone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like where it was just like, you know, you waiting for something to come up, then finally you just be like, let me just Google it. You know, here the colors are so vibrant. You know, it's almost like I'm touching buttons when I touch the different, you know, clothing, bars, hair care, food. You know, immediately, you know, my location is already set, so I can see. And then so many things I did not know was black owned in my neighborhood that's
Yeah,
right
same here.
here, you know?
Same here.
So
one of
Yeah.
the
I felt,
things one of the things that people are shocked about when they open up Blab is they think that, oh, I'll go on there and I'll look for it. And they don't realize that the app is geolocated. So
Yeah.
it's about you supporting businesses first, right around you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then if you need a doctor or therapist, all of that is on there too. And then you can shop online. You can buy women's clothes online, books, men's
Oh,
clothes.
that's great.
We're adding shoes tomorrow, so shoes will be on there tomorrow. The merch from Blapp will be on there tomorrow. So it's every day it's growing, but it starts in your community. You
Yeah.
starting with the small business right around you. Like, you know what? Let me get this for lunch, or let me get this for dinner tonight. And
I'm I'm so happy you said it starts with the businesses around you because that was my experience with another app. It's like, guys, I'm not gonna get coffee 3,000 miles away. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I need
Yeah.
to know what's in walking distance. Like because that was my frustration. Like that's why I had never went back is because like you know you're finding the black businesses like okay great next time I'm in Nebraska I'll go to you know what I'm saying? I need to
Yeah.
know what's up
right,
Yeah,
right.
it definitely makes a difference. Because, like I said, I'm just scrolling to it now, and the fact that I know I'm opening it, and I'm in Jersey, and Joe's in LA, like I know specifically these business. I'm like, what? This is black owned. So that helps
Yes.
me too, and it just starts here because now you have no excuses that you can't say you don't know a business to support. It's like literally right here in the palm of your finger. So
And
I love
all
that.
day, every day, we meeting up with people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yesterday, I went to meet up with a buddy of mine who's a business partner. Is actually my homeboy Ikram, who is the founder of Venmo. He's a partner in Black. So we linked up in the city, and of course, we just hit the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when you linking up with somebody, sometimes you like, yo, man, we should meet up. Oh, really? What time? You can
Yeah.
just find a
Yes.
spot. And it works
Yes.
anywhere in America. Well, I shouldn't say anywhere in America. It actually works anywhere in the world because it works in Toronto, Montreal, Amsterdam, London.
Oh, that's
So
great.
yeah, the app
Wow.
picks up black businesses around the world. As long as you identify as black owned on Google, we can pick you up. But I mean, let's start with our community. You meeting somebody for lunch? Yo, let's see what where we can spend some money
Yeah.
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 together
But let me
here in the hood.
But let me ask the question about just starting this because I mean, I don't, I think in terms of making the app, you have to have no code and have this background in this. Like, what made you realize I can do this? I know you had back in economics, like, but what made you realize I could do an app?
Well, to be honest with you, I was so um I'm getting choked up. That
Oh,
watching what happened, it affected me so bad that it wasn't a question of whether I could code. It was I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It wasn't for me, it wasn't like, oh, well, I don't really know how to code. So maybe I was like, you know what? I know better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to find
Yeah.
Yes.
a way
Yeah.
to finish this project.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so I made a phone call to Silicon Valley with a friend of mine who used to work for Facebook, and I've known her since I was 15. And funny story that I haven't told anyone. So exclusive
Exclusive,
on the
exclusive.
Exclusive.
on
Pew,
the
pew,
Black
pew,
App.
pew,
Pew,
pew.
Pew,
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 pew.
pew. my, my, my friend is having guests over her house. She just happened to be having a dinner party. Her husband is like, yo, you're not going to believe what my wife is working on. Dude across the table says, tell him I'll do it for free. And he
Mm,
happens to be an engineer who's familiar with the Google API. So
mm-hmm.
he's been coding for 20 something years. So then his wife was like, are you drunk? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But he happens to have a black wife, black kids. And he said, tell whoever your friend is, I'll get him to prototype level. He can hand it off to the development firm, but I'll get him a proof of concept. I don't want no money. This will be my contribution to the Black Lives
Come
Matter.
on now.
He really just
Wow.
overheard it. So I mean, that was really, really, and what I had planned on doing was
That was
trying
the
to find out
Lord
what
right
all the black
there.
businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to try to find out where all the black businesses were in America, and he was like, I have access to the information capital of the world. I'll put it on a map for you, and then you
Mm,
can make it pretty the way that y'all made it pretty. Because the one that he had sent me was really crude. And as black people, first and foremost, the bar that I had to get over is when people open it up, they're gonna say one or two things: either this is dope or this is.
right.
So I had to get over that bar to make sure that it was professionally done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that it wasn't slow, it wasn't clunky, that it worked, and it could be one touch, and we were
And the
able to.
colors appeal to us so much. Like,
Yeah.
these colors are like, they aren't our official colors, but like we gravitate to these colors. You know what I mean? So I don't, I'm not looking at it like, "Ah, what is this?" You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, oh shoot, this restaurant is right up the street. I figured they was black with the name, but I didn't even know. But I'm walking down there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I get my coffee, right here on the corner sometimes. But now I'm like, okay, this is only a half a mile walk. I got to walk 10,000 steps thanks to Sha, today anyway. So I'm just going to walk on down and get my 10,000 steps in by walking down to this business right here that now is on this app that I kind of figured was black. But I'm like, this confirms it and I'm going in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy this is here. That's for sure.
The first day that I used it, it was my friend's birthday, and I only had the prototype at the time. And I said, "Yo, I'm gonna go across the street. There's a wine store across the street from me. It was her birthday." And she said, "Why don't you use the app?" Because it was the first day I got the prototype. I sent it to her, and I said, "You know what?" So I hit the button. If you look on the app, there's liquor stores on there. I
Mm.
that there was a liquor store 3 blocks down. So instead of going right across the street, I go 3 blocks down. I come out the liquor store. I just started bawling because at
Mm.
that point I had been, this button goes here and this button and the wireframe goes here and the API. But once I put the money in that register, it dawned on me, oh, that's right. That's what all this work was
This
for.
is what for. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I started thinking to myself, because the 2 bottles cost me $50, right? And I thought to myself, well, what if I was able to get 1 million people on the app and they never use it only but one time? They only
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
one time, never use it again.
yes.
That would be
Yes.
$50 million back in Black.
Yes.
Back in that's
Yes.
back in this.
It hit me.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
comedy thing's not going to be on my tombstone. The thing that's going to be on my tombstone is this dude started circulating black money.
Yes.
Yes.
We got a
Yeah.
million people on there. They only shopped on it one time and deleted it. That still
Yeah.
would have been 50 million if everybody did what I did just one time in their life and never touched it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is for everyone. Like, I mean, everyone says they want to be an ally and support. Support.
Yes.
Support
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Guys, don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're doing our success check in, right? And we got Jon Laster to give his success check in as
Yes.
well. So stay tuned. We're with the Blapp App Founder, Jon Laster, right here on 1087.
Oh, good music.
I wonder
Woo!
if they knew when they was recording that, like, this is a banger.
Yeah, that well, they probably hoped it was. Those back in them day, they hope every song was. They probably was making like every other 10,000 album, they made like 2 pennies, so they was hoping it did. So
Yeah.
They knew that was a banger. They knew that. Like you hear them harmonies, they was
yeah,
like
shoot,
shoot,
shoot.
shoot, 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 shoot. You know what? Put another shoe up in there, guys. Put another shoe up in
Oh, Annie. So we
there.
we normally in that part of the show like to talk about our successes, but you have a success with the app. But are there any other success, or what are your plans and what you hope to have happen with Black that would consider as your success? Well, unless you have another success you
You
want to
know,
tell us about.
to be flagrantly honest with you, I would like to. You know what? I think the greatest success where my dream scenario with Black would be able to have free tutoring. You know,
Mm,
if I could combine companies like advertising with tutoring for kids who can't afford tutoring. So
mm-hmm.
you
Like
get free,
Mathasium, 'cause- yeah,
you could get
Mathasium's
free
one, yeah,
tutoring. And I know some of this tutoring is like $7,500 an hour, but if there's enough
yeah.
kids on there, certain hours they have certain subjects where the tutoring would be on there for free. Now you might have to watch an ad every 15 minutes, but
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That way we can
Yeah,
bring the
that's what
sponsors together.
Spotify does.
What's that?
I said that's what Spotify do. You pull up these Pandoras and to get 30 minutes of free listening, you check out this 2-minute ad. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Throw an ad in there, but that way the tutors could get paid, the kids could get free tutoring, you know what I mean? For these disadvantaged kids that don't have the same opportunity. If I could pull that off, then some of the other stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you, is a sideshow because that's my real aim. I want to try to level the playing field.
Well, if anybody can do it, I believe you will be able to do that. So hopefully we can help continuously promote this, be on the board. Because when this go
yeah.
public, okay, I need to have an initial investment. Okay.
Yes.
Guys, right now, John, we're getting you to just promise us a percentage right
No,
now.
actually send me your cash app now so I can say this is my dollar investment.
Yo, you know what's so funny? When I first started, people was like, yo, that's brilliant. Yo, man, can I put 20? Like, yo, $20 ain't gonna get me nothing, man. $20 ain't gonna get me nothing, man. So yeah, we instead of having a launch, we decided to have a share-a-thon. So what we asking everyone to do is to share with 20 people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Ooh, I
That's the
will
only way
share with 20 people.
that's
Yes.
the only way the app is going to survive. Now there's a back end feature that's being worked on actually tonight. It'll probably be up tomorrow, but it says share with contacts in the back.
Okay.
So if you can
Yes.
tap
Absolutely.
that and allow it to, you can just tap your contacts, share 20. Some people gonna share with 100, some people gonna share with 200, but we asking a bare minimum of 20.
20,
That
yeah.
way we can get the thing out there. It'll stay out there, and will remain invisible. We're having a share-a-thon. We're asking everyone to share with 20 of their contacts and asking those 20 people to share with 20 people, and we'll get the word out.
And if you
Guys,
got thousands of followers, air quote followers on your Facebook and Instagram, you can share this app. So make sure you do
And
yeah.
that.
you know what? And with one touch in the app, also right down there at the bottom, you can share on your social media. See, it'll pull up your
Yeah.
Okay.
social media.
Okay.
So
I
then
will
you can
definitely
share
share
it
it
on.
on my social media.
Yes,
And
good
Yes.
also,
information.
too, for our listeners out there, guys, we are saying the Blap, the BLAPP,
PP. Yes.
the Blap app. So just so you are clear on what it is, the Blap app. Find the Black business by downloading the Blap app, sharing it on your social media, sharing it with your contacts, which will be live. So by the time you download it, you'll just be able to share right with your contacts.
Absolutely.
And participate in John's Shareathon. John, thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm
Thank
honored
you.
to be on the show with y'all.
Thank you. You
I'm
be
not gonna lie.
blessed.
All of the stuff that we did for Blab, all of it was tested to see if Black women liked it. So all the colors, all the buttons, all of that was because Black women set the trends in this joint.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah.
true.
Y'all are the moral compass of this country. So everything I just put in my stories, whatever Black women said they liked, I was like, we did that. Including the icon because it's shaped like a wine glass. The one
Yeah.
Ah,
that the one that I chose wasn't, but this is the one that Black women liked. I was like, yeah, we going with that.
That's what
Yeah,
they want.
yeah.
Focus
And
groups.
that's probably why I'm like, oh, and I love the colors.
Yeah.
And this is it. You know what I'm saying? I will wear this app. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I let women pick only black. When black women said we want that, I was like, I called the developers. Yeah, we go with whatever
Right,
they.
right. Get your Black woman focus group.
Yeah,
Well, we thank you so much. You continue to be blessed and do great things as I know you will do. So we appreciate you so much for coming on.
I'm honored for y'all letting me come on with y'all and talk about it. Thank you.
All right, y'all give it up for Jon Laster. Y'all blap, blap, down the blap, blap,
When we
blap.
come back, we got the Me and Sean success check in and the prayer. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to Up Late with Shindell on 108 So.